Hello guys, this is Jawad Ali. I brought one more video for you, and this video is all about the list of the document needed for the program of SINP, Saskatchewan Express Entries subcategory. So there are few important things I want to describe you. The first thing is all the documents should be in English or French. If the document you are going to submit any document in any other language, it will not accepted. If you are going to hire a translator, please keep in mind the translator should not be from your family, like there should not be any relation with you, like the applicant or the spouse, and must not be working for you, like if he should not be the preparing your application and he is also a translator, so this is not acceptable. And the third point which I want to tell you, if documents are missing or not translated or not clear, your application will be rejected. Remember to keep a copy of everything on the list for your personal records. Okay guys, I'm going to describe the required documents or the required forms, but before explaining the required form, you need to have two mandatory things. They are required items to go on, and the first is express entry profile number and the second is job seeker verification code. If you ever had applied into express entry, you already knew what is the job verification code, what is the express entry profile number. The first, for the required form, you need to fill completed by the principal, applicant, and a representative if applicable. The first form is SINP Ethical Conduct Disclosure and Declaration Form, which describe you are not providing any false information. And the second one is a generic form which is called IIM-0008. This should be completed by principal applicant. The third form or the third thing is Schedule A, and this could be completed by principal applicant, spouse or common law partner, each dependent child over 18 years of age if he is also going with you. And the fourth form is Schedule 4, economic classes provincial nominee. This should be completed by applicant too. And there's another form which is called supplementary information, your travel, and this should be completed by principal applicant. The next form is IMM 5406. Okay, this form is completed can be completed by principal, spouse, or common law partner. And if any children over the age of 18 is going with you, then he can also complete this form. Okay, let's talk about another category which is called the other forms. So the other forms, they can hold translator affidavit. If you are going to hire a translator, then you need an affidavit completed and signed by your translator when your supporting documents are in a language other than English. Okay, the second one is IMM 5476. This must be completed by the principal applicant. I use this form to permit the SINP to release your application information to another person or agency acting on your behalf. If you are going to hire any representative, you need this form. Otherwise, you are okay if you are going to do all your work process by your own hand. You really don't need this form. The next form is IMM 5475, authority to release personal information to designated individual. This is also completed by principal applicant, and this form is used to permit the SINP to release your application information to an other person or agency acting on your behalf. There's a little bit difference between representative and the agency. So don't mix up these two forms, and these are not mandatory if you are going to do all of your work with your own hands. The third form is IMM 5409, and they should be completed by the principal applicant or the common law partner. And after completing this form, you need a lawyer or any person who has the authority to put a notary public or commissioner stamp on the forms. So you can get this information from the lawyer or from any legal personnel. And the next form is IMM 0008. The IMM 0008 is actually completed by the principal applicant if only if more than 4 dependent you are taking with you, then you need to fill this. Okay, this slide shows you all the supporting documents you needed. I think everybody knows all the supporting documents. The first one is identity and the civil status documents. So the civil status and the identity can be include the birth certificate, the principal, the spouse, or the dependent children, and the marriage certificate, proof of common law relationship, death certificate of the former spouse if something happened to your spouse, and you need also a death certificate. Adoption paper if you are taking any boy with you, adopted kid with you, then you need adoption paper. And if you are a divorced person or your process is going through the divorce, then you need a final divorce or the custody and the maintenance documents, everything you need for the both for the applicant and for the spouse. And the passport is really mandatory, and the copies of the passport of your principal, spouse, and all the dependent children. Also include the copies of only those pages showing the passport number, date of issue and expiry, photo, name, date, and place of birth. And if you live in a country different from your nationality, include copies of your visa for the country where are you living right now. So also include your educational credentials, your work experience. I spoke about how you should get that work experience from your previous employers. And also you need to add the proof of personal status or license, and this is only if it is applicable, but this is not applicable for every case. And you also need the language test results and the settlement funds. I have a video for the settlement funds in which I told you how much fund you needed for one person, for two, three, four. And if you have any close relative in the Saskatchewan, then you need your family relative, the birth certificate, marriage certificate, other civil document to prove a relationship, PR, PRC card or Canadian citizenship, Saskatchewan health card, letter of reference, or the past three pay stub from a Saskatchewan employer. If they have the children between the age of 5 to 17, proof of enrollment in a Saskatchewan school if applicable. So you can get any document from your relatives, and you can provide these documents. And you also need to provide the previously work, or if you have any studied in the Saskatchewan. And I spoke about you need a letter from the registrar of the institution from where you have studied. And you also need the police reports. Okay, for the police reports, if you are a country like Asian country, you can get the police reports within days. But if you are in USA, I'm going to tell you, you can't get the police report within a month. The process is going to take maybe 60 days. So you need to get ready all the document, because the Saskatchewan in demand application is going to open in 2018, and these applications are going to open for a couple of hours, and they're going to close them. Like if they have a target of 300 application, when they receive the first 300 application, they are going to close it. So you need to be ready everything in your computer, and you have to visit different websites, Twitter account on your cell phone. So whenever you see the message or the opening of application, just go through the process really quick, maybe within 1 hour. Thank you so much.